Alright, hey, what's up YouTube? So today I thought I'd just make since I did go over 3,000 miles over the weekend, and actually I'm already up to like 3,200, so we're fastly approaching the 4,000 mark as well. But I thought I'd just go ahead and make an update on 3,000 miles. I watched a YouTube video a couple days ago. Person did a 3,000 mile review, and there were some things in there that I was just like, no, I don't quite agree with that. Sorry, my face was dark in there, bad lighting. But yeah, there's some things I don't agree with. So let's go ahead and pop in, and I'll kind of just take around here and talk about some of the things that they pointed out and that I don't think. In my opinion, I don't think is such a problem. So here we go. All right, so first thing is talking about the seats, and whoops, sorry. So first thing's talking about the seats, and so I think they said in the video that the seats were just kind of like, and they compare it, and then they were like, they had the leather seat, they had the same, well, fake leather, seats as mine. They had the Lariat and everything, same vehicle, but yeah, they just kind of described them as not like the most comfortable. I would have to disagree with that. These seats are phenomenal, and I've heard this specific fake leather talked about before. It's not like your normal fake leather seats. It's some special material that Ford uses that they made themselves. So, and I think it's called flex leather or something like that, but it's very, very comfortable. Every time I sit in the seat, it's super plush. I've ridden hours and hours on this, sitting in here at times length. Usually, when I was on my trip, I was sitting in this seat, and my cousin, who's like almost 300 pounds, was sitting in that seat. I'm only like 140, so I'm not gonna make too much of a dent, but like I said, my cousin's almost 300 pounds. He was sitting in here as long as I was, and every single day we were sitting in here for 6 to 10 hours at a time, and on a period. I lost a bunch of my nerves are still healing in my rear. So these seats are, and I say it was hurt, I'm still repairing nerves in my rear, so you're going, oh, the seat can't be that comfortable then. But no, you sit for 6 to 8 hours or 6 to 10 hours in any period, no matter what material you're on, you're gonna, make your body fall asleep. Nerves are gonna fall asleep, and blood flow is gonna be restricted, all that kind of stuff. So that's just how it is. It doesn't matter how comfortable, how plush something is. You'd have to be sitting on clouds, which, yeah, that's not going to happen. But these seats are super plush. And what I was getting to is, even though all that weight, all that time, look at these seats. You cannot tell anybody has sat on them whatsoever. So this material is super durable, and it's reconforming. No matter when you press down, it comes back up. It's super flat. And I think these seats are just going to last for a long time, as long as I, take care of them and stuff like that. The vehicle I came from was real leather. It wasn't fake or anything like that. It was super stiff. It cracked from heat over the years super badly. It cracked, when I got it, it was, I think, kind of cracking. You could tell it was a little bit more brittle, but it was still a really, really good seat with no marks or anything like that. And just from me sitting on it for the past, several years, it got a big hole and tear and rip in the leather just from me sitting on it and kind of sliding and scooting around and shifting once in a while. But that's the thing too, it made me shift a lot. These seats don't make me shift a lot. When I sit in it, It's just, oh, it feels so good. I mean, maybe it's just my body type too. Maybe your body type will be different to where maybe it's not as comfortable, but like mine, like I fit in it just perfectly. And the back parts to it, these back parts fill my sides perfectly. Like my back is this exact width. So it's just very, very, very comforting. So yeah, that was my first take on things and stuff like that. One thing I did agree on with the video I watched is talking about the wireless charger. Yeah, no bueno. I do have a pretty thick case on my phone, but it's not like the thickest. It's not an outer box or anything like that. Like it's not, straight like plastic. It's a rubberized material. That's just, very durable and tough. But with that, like it charges, like even with the case on, it still charges. I thought maybe taking the case off might help it a bit, but from what I've seen in other videos and stuff now too, the wireless charging just doesn't charge that fast, and it makes sense. Wireless charging is not going to charge as fast as a wired connection. That's just plain and simple. I do mostly short trips, so if my phone is dying on me, I want it to charge quickly. If you're going on a far adventure trip and everything like that, sure, throw your phone down there, let it charge like that. But the whole thing too is that Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are only wired. So if you want to use those features, which those features are, I still consider better than Ford's Sync 3 at the moment, you're going to have to wire it anyways. So what's the point of the wireless charger down there? It's still something handy to have, but I think the wireless charging is going to be more convenient for you if you have passengers. If you have passengers that just but then again, if I'm a passenger, I'm usually on my phone. I want to be on my phone because I'm bored, because I'm not driving, I don't have anything else to do. I might be talking or having conversations, but if you're a passenger, it makes more sense, because then maybe you yourself, you're using the Android Auto, you got that charged in, you've got some other device in the USB-C charging port, so there's no other connection. You got something in the cigarette lighter, spot charge port. So maybe everything's used up and you've got just, 5 passengers, and you're like, hey, does anybody want to throw their phone in the wireless pad here? We can, trickle charge it. But yeah, that's all it is. It's just a trickle charger. It's very, very mediocre, and I just don't get a fast enough charge out of it with all the apps and drainage that I have running on my phone battery all the time. So if you put your phone in a low powered state or something like that, it could work out better for you for sure. But that's the only way that you're going to really benefit off that wireless charging. Another thing was saying getting a constant cover for this, because your arms rest in it and things like that. This is the same fake leather that is the seats. It's very durable. If your arm's just resting on it all the time, mine's usually on it, my elbow's on it quite a bit, I don't think it's gonna get that bad. You just gotta make sure you keep it clean and all that kind of stuff. If you have pets constantly jumping up here and everything like that, then you want to constantly have a cover here. But I think just having this bare bones is fine. You're not really going to make too many imprints or things like that to it. But I did get a cover for this because my dog likes to jump up here all the time. So when he's in here, I'll have it covered for sure. But otherwise, it's up to you if you want to just keep it covered the entire time, just to protect it. But yeah, I don't even have any fingerprint smudges, nothing, no smudges, nothing on there. So yeah, nice and clean. But yeah, so that was another thing. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. 3,000 miles, like I said from my Friday update video. Things are still going well week to week. Not really seeing anything else in particular. Oh, I did want to point out, I did ruin my vent. So, hard to see, but I pushed a little too hard on this, trying to get this off and move it up here. And in doing so, I can push this back now. So, yeah, hard to tell because this is on it. Oh, yeah. You can see it kind of going back and forward here. So, yeah. I snapped it on that side essentially, disconnected the plastic, holding it to the front. And so now it slides like, there's so much space behind the vent, I guess. It's pretty much like a cubby space. So you can push that back all the way now. Oh, there goes my lights. But yeah, you can push that back all the way now. So kind of a bummer for me. I just know, like, again, with my ADHD and the whole paint chip up there, it's just kind of like I know it's broken. And just the thought, like every time I look at it, I just know it's broken even though I can't see it. It's just kind of like, I think the only way to repair that is literally to get some super glue in there and just pull it together and then have it sit, and should be good as new. So, but yeah, I guess it's held by, like, the plastic is just adhered to there. It's not like clipped in or anything like that. It's completely soldered, you know, in place. But, and then I pushed it too hard and it broke. So good to note that, you know, don't push on those too hard. It's very light plastic, they break easy. So I didn't push that hard. I'm not that strong, guys. It's just, yeah, this was really getting at me. I got a little frustrated, a little heated in the moment, trying to get that off, or get it put back on. And yeah, I pushed too hard. But oh, last thing, I will just go ahead and show you guys. I did try to repair the paint chip a little bit. Had a buddy of mine that's done it a bit more and stuff. And yeah, it's looking better now, but you can still see it. You can actually see it, I think, better than you could before when it was just bare metal. But yeah, see if I can get it good. But yeah, we did get the paint on, so it is blue again at least, but it's raised up a little. And yeah, so probably just have to smooth it out a bit and maybe throw on some more, mesh it in. But yeah, it is what it is. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be there. I'm making peace with it now. My truck runs good. It's still a good truck, so couldn't be happier. But anyways, I'm gonna end this video now. I've rambled on long enough. Thank you so much for watching and liking the video. I love all the comments. Oh, that's right. One of the comments I just wanted to touch on again. I made a video on the moonroof, and there's still a lot of people out there. I think the biggest concern is just, is it going to be too tiny? Because it's a tiny compact truck and everything's tiny, but I can assure you this moonroof is quite large. It literally is. Okay, so you can't compare the entire top of the cab, but from back here, if you compare just to here where it divots and raises up for height, headroom and stuff, if you compare to here, that is pretty much 50% of of the entire cab here. So the moonroof is the same pretty much width as that back there. And yeah, just trust me, it's a very nice moonroof. It's perfect. It's perfect size and space for the cab here. I've had it opened several times now driving around. It's completely just nice when you don't want to have the windows on the side down and the wind gusting into your face. It's perfect to just open up and get some air and get some circulation in the cab. Like, it's super nice. I mean, it's a moonroof, but it's very, very well designed, very good. If you look at it from up here, there's a rooftop view of it. So if I'm right here, that's, you know, that's 50, yeah, like that's a good width of the cab there. So trust me, it's plenty big enough. You're gonna enjoy it. Throw it on your order. I'm so glad that I threw that onto my order. I couldn't imagine driving around or living without it. So, but that's just me. But take my word, it is a good moonroof. So, thank you for watching, everybody. Stay tuned. More updates to come. More videos. Winter's coming up, and there's going to be all kinds of snow stuff. I love playing around in the snow. So keep tuned for that stuff. We'll see how it does. Front wheel drive only and everything. So we'll see how it does. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.